We listened to the Tortured Poets Department, which I wasn't aware Taylor Swift had an entire department of poets, and she tortures them all. But facts are facts. I guess that's what the album's called. We listened to the whole thing, or tried to, and Blasto got through the whole fucking thing. Start to finish, no stops, success. He had to kind of trick himself into doing it, but a win's a win. Taylor, Travis will tell you, a win's a win. I, however, failed you, Taylor. I apologize. I could not get through the whole album, but I had way, way more positive things to say about this album and about you, Taylor Swift, than I thought I would. I was pleasantly surprised. I was shocked. You've made me a believer in your talents. Still not my cup of tea, not my bag, baby, just not my bag. But it was way better than I thought. Taylor Swift, I gave you lots of props. I hope you appreciate it. I hope I made your day. It was actually a pretty good album, from what I heard, which is most of it.
We decided to cover Taylor Swift in the depressed poets department of the 5th floor of some shit building in Tennessee. I'm just adding shit to make it better because
office, yeah.
Holy cow.
The depressed secretary's department from the corporate office on the 5th floor, I think it was, something like that.
Yeah, that's what it was.
The tortured poets department, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Because she's so tortured.
I mean, it's rough. Having a private jet is definitely just a pain in the ass.
I don't know how she gets through it with her busy life.
Yeah, how do you go on day to day when you're just like, well, I can fly to Spain tomorrow and I won't have to sit, coach.
Right.
Taylor Swift, man. Okay, I'm just going to start off by saying that I did the old Chili Burns trick where I had to give it a technical pass because I did something intentional so I could not escape from it. So I was shredding zucchini to make zucchini bread. So my hands are just, full of zucchini juice and I'm doing the thing. You couldn't
touch your phone with the speakers, right?
Yeah, I'm not, I had it playing on my computer. I'm not touching my keyboard unless I wash my hands and everything like that. And I was just like, oh my God. About the 4th song in, I was just like, this is real. This is happening. I cannot escape, and this is going to continue. And it did. This was like the same song with different parts. It was all the same stuff. This is corporate gold. Okay, this was a drum machine and a session guitarist and maybe a session keyboardist. But the guitar guy didn't do anything but play single notes and with the Coldplay method is what I'm going to invent right now, because a lot of these pop stars are ripping off Coldplay or just giving out the same, they're using the same techniques that the guitarist uses in there. So it was like, every once in a while there would just be this single note or maybe a couple of notes from a guitar, perfect sound, like this wasn't her jamming with a band. This never is. Apparently she started as a country star. I don't know what happened to that, but now she is just a complete pop star. And what I noticed about her is that I think that she's just hyper emotional, and she writes down her feelings on a daily basis. So when she needs a new song, all she needs to do is go to her diary and pick random lines and put them together, because they will mix. It's all the same shit. And boom, brand new pop song about breaking up with some shit. And there was some nuance to some of them. Like one of them, she was really pissed off about like a boy that she was dating that was preachy with the Christian stuff. And I like, it gave me this like view into her life where it was like, if you remember the early 2000s, they had these startup churches. and they were in, I called them box churches because they were renting out the gymnasium of the local brand new school, and
Yeah.
they just go there Sunday morning and do their thing and didn't actually have a church or whatever. This is a big corporate thing. And the people were very preachy, but like most of the people in the crowd, you got more hugs than you ever wanted in your life from random strangers. Um, but and I know this because my dad was in the worship team of one of the churches, so I just started jamming with him doing that right away. But this song is about that type of thing, and I was just like, man, I can almost I exactly see what she's talking about. So it was kind of like relating with that on a level. I didn't meet anybody at church. I didn't date anybody from a church or anything like that. But boy, she's pissed off about the Christianity of it. That's what struck me. I was like, is this an Antichrist song?
Is Taylor Swift the Antichrist?
Yeah, like
Revolution.
she was fiery. And then then there was the one about the jail thing. But okay, Swifties. And I just watched the
Careful,
video.
you might end up getting disappeared. Better be
Yeah,
careful
I
what you say.
know. I might get death threats for this, but there just recently Travis Klondike from the Kansas City Swifts. I don't even know his
Charlestown
fucking name.
Chiefs.
Yeah, Charlestown Chiefs. Is he proposed to her? TikTok went insane. Girls and women were shaking and crying and like experiencing rapture because she got proposed to by sports ball guy.
Yeah, sports ball meathead guy. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is like Prince Harry marrying fucking whoever for the Brits,
Yeah.
and it was that significant. And like, oh my god, the fan outpouring was just kind of scary. So basically this hits on like from 11-12-year-old girls up to like the truly brand beverage smashing sports ball mom, and they sing this shit in their fucking Mercedes crossover at the top of their lungs. That's what kind of music this is, and it was agonizing.
And they feel vindicated when they do it. They feel so powerful and vindicated when they sing at the
Oh,
top of their lungs about breaking up with meathead guy or whoever it was before, Travis.
yeah, and pretty soon, it's gonna be like, Travis, yeah, babe, fucking break up with me. I need a new tour. I need a new album.
Yeah. I need new material, man. I need you to be a real dickhead for the next 6 months.
Yes, and I'm gonna write about everything, and it's gonna be exposed when I go live with this bullshit.
Yeah. Oh,
And
I got a good idea for Taylor Swift too. What she should do before this next album comes out, free advice to your publicist who clearly needs my help,
yeah, right.
is just don't show up to 2 consecutive Chiefs home games. Just don't
Oh,
show up and
oh my
have the whole
God.
crowd wondering, where is she? The announcers, Jim Nantz, where is Taylor Swift? Everyone's gonna be wondering, where is Taylor Swift? Oh my God, where? And it'll be the headline. I'm telling you, that's fucking gold right there.
The
And then
entire
show up
crowd.
after 2 weeks with whatever you want.
They're just gonna be
And
like up at the
yeah,
box. Oh yeah, sports ball's going on, but Taylor's not there.
Patrick Mahomes could throw for 9,000 yards in the game and no one would know because Taylor Swift wasn't there. 9,000 yards and 47,000 touchdowns in a game. That's a record. But Taylor Swift wasn't there. But Travis Kelce was there. And he may have been crying
Threw
on the
nine
sideline. No wonder he
thousand
only got 4
yards.
Yeah. I told you guys last week, I know everything about sports ball. I just don't live it like I used to.
Right. Yeah, well, uh, it's crazy. If you watch the fans of Taylor Swift, it's like, please, make sure that they don't get semi-automatic guns or anything like that, because some of them are crazy, like mentally and emotionally. Just they hang on everything that this woman does, and
Yeah.
it's like, I don't. I now this isn't this isn't like an isolated incident. You remember that the Beatles on
Familiar with
the
them, yeah.
um, the the American show,
Beatlemania.
whatever, I can't remember.
Oh yeah, the Ed Sullivan Show.
Yeah, the Ed Sullivan Show. The girls were going so crazy that the guys in the room were like, "Oh my God, what the fuck is going on?" Like they could bum rush the stage.
I don't know if I'm gonna get laid or I could get laid or killed. I don't know which one's gonna happen.
They're screaming with happiness, but there's tears rolling down their face like they're having an absolute meltdown. And it's been that like Backstreet Boys, New Kids on the Block, and all that stuff. They all had the same kind of thing.
Think about it, internet. I don't know if that. So internet. I'm just telling you now. That challenge is probably not going to happen because there's absolutely no fucking way we get through it. Sorry, I had to put that warning out there to the world because fuck you. That's why. It's not getting that out of us. But we'll see. And now maybe we have to. Sorry, I might have ruined it for you. Go ahead. I digress. Go ahead.
Let's go with a real stinker like NSYNC.
I don't know which one's worse. I don't know. Out of all those boy bands, I don't know. I bet I don't get through 15 minutes of either one.
And throw in Lady Gaga for some.
Oh, she'd win for sure. At least she can sing. And Lady Gaga at least has a good voice. Like she can actually sing. I don't know if that's the case with the NSYNC guys or any of the boy band guys or the K-pop. But I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll have extensive meetings about this one.
Yeah, we'll go to the corporate office on the 5th floor. Meet with the tortured Department of Marketing analyst of the 5th floor of the corporate office.
Yes, with the anti off yourself nets below the window.
Yeah.
So you can't just open it up and jump.
Right. Oh man.
By the end of it, I felt like Ren when he found the hammer when he had the happy helmet on.
Yeah.
I just wanted to start bashing myself in the head.
Oh my God. I'm so angry. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so angry. And like I went on to torture myself a little bit more because I'm a tortured poet. On the 5th floor. So, I feel for you, Taylor. I feel for how fucking hard your life is. But, I checked out some other songs from other albums, and they are the same. The same fucking thing. It's like in the same key because that's what she can sing in.
Yeah, it's her vocal range.
Or whatever. So it's all very similar. It's not like she'll throw in a complete wrench into the fan every once in a while. No, this is all this like processed cheese. Her music is processed cheese.
Every song is individually wrapped. Every song is individually wrapped like a slice of American shit cheese.
Yep.
Made of oil and preservatives and food coloring and poison and salt and MSG and Oh my God!
And a healthy dose of microplastics.
Yeah.
So
did you forget to take the plastic off? I can't really tell. I don't know.
What there was plastic on it? Did have a little bit of a chewing problem, but it tasted
it out.
Once I got it going, I could taste the cheese.
Once I got through the plastic.
Yeah. But Swifties, fuck your false prophet. Like this was a technical pass. I would have quit. I definitely would have quit if I wasn't ankle deep in shredded zucchini. So that's the reason why I made it. And it was just after a while it just wasn't even amusing anymore. It was just like this sucks. So
it's back to being trapped in Guantanamo Bay and being forced with sleep deprivation and to do manual labor, like shredding zucchini.
Oh yeah, Guantanamo. Fucking, this is gonna be a 48-hour Taylor Swift party for all you fucking Arab dudes and shit in there.
Oh my God.
Oh man!
But you did. It was a success. So technically, you got through the whole thing. You didn't enjoy it, but you got through the whole thing. It's like drinking a bad beer that you're like, well, I'm not going to throw it away, but it sucks. You get halfway through and it's like kind of lukewarm. Like,
It's like
I'm not gonna throw it away.
it's like a TKO in a boxing match. You know,
Yeah, because he had a cut above his eye, not because he was hurt. He just got a cut that was bleeding too much. I'm going to try to give her as many props as I can, because I still go back to, then again, I just talked a bunch of shit about the boy band, so I don't know if my argument's going to hold any fucking water here, but there are so many people that like Taylor Swift. It can't be all that bad. It just can't be all that bad. It's impossible for it to be that bad for that many people to like it. But I don't know. So the props I have for her, okay, here they are. In the first track, what she did with Post Malone, he was on that track, the first song. And I have to say, man, like...
I'm sorry. Yeah, Frost Mahoney did make an appearance. And does he ever sing without auto-tune? Does he have a good voice? I don't know. I have no idea.
I think I've seen clips of him live, and he's actually a decent musician. Like he's not a virtuoso in any way, but he's one of those really creative guys. I think if he were to be, we talked about Tom Morello last week. If Post Malone were to be focused solely on guitar playing, he would probably be a Tom Morello type, where it's a bunch of effects, a bunch of creativity, but not particularly any more technical than anyone else, you know?
Yeah.
Like, not as technical as a douchebag like Yngwie Malmsteen or someone like that. Jesus Christ.
Right.
But anyway, but I think Post Malone, he's just one of those guys. He's from what I've seen, he's a really creative guy, and he just can't turn that off. And he's got to sing a song about this, and then he's got to do a country song, then he's got to do a rap song, then he's got to be in a movie, and then he was on an episode of fucking Ghost Adventures one time. Like, what are you doing here? I see a guy with face tats. I go, that's fucking Post Malone. What is he? And he's a believer. Like he was on the show and he was all in, but he was good. I think he was as good as the other guys. Probably better, actually.
Well, okay. I'll let you get back to it, but this is a textbook definition of phoning it in. He didn't contribute a goddamn thing to that song except for an auto-tune, like robotic voice in the background. That's the only thing that I could hear from him, and I do remember that now that you mentioned it. I was just like, oh yeah, the guy with the fucking like
got the face tats.
Yeah, the 4-year-old scribbled on him while he was passed out at a party. And he's like, you know what, I'm gonna get that fucking tattooed on my face.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Face tats are always a good idea. Sincerely, Mike Tyson. Although it's working out for Post Malone and Jelly Roll, they got it going on. And Post Malone, I think he's just one of those ultra creative. He's like the creative guy's version of a jack of all trades, master of none. Pretty good singer, pretty good musician, pretty good guitarist, pretty good songwriter, pretty good actor. Not great in any of them, but he does all of them, and he's good enough in all of them. He was in the first song, and I don't really remember his act in that song because I was thinking, man, Taylor Swift's she's got a sexy voice. I can't help it. Girls in that song anyway, that first one. Sexy sounding voice. I can see why this would sell. This appeals. And I didn't hate the song. I didn't like it. Was called, I'm looking at Fortnite, featuring Post Malone.
Yeah.
Whatever. And no, it's not about the fucking video game, kids. It's not. Anyway. Anyway, so I got through that song, was okay. Then I listened more, and I finally got to a point. So the title track, she said something on a typewriter, and I thought at first, like, come on, man, just don't. It's so gratuitously poetic. It's not even poetic.
But she also says, who uses a typewriter anymore anyways?
Yeah. Later on, she redeemed that in the song by saying, who uses a typewriter anymore? Well, then why'd you use it in the first place? You know? Yeah. Just don't use it. Anyway, right. but I bring that up because there were, first, we dropped her first F-bomb in the album in that song, which I didn't know she dropped F-bombs, and she dropped a bunch of them in this album.
Yes.
Foul mouth sailor talk, girl. But whatever, that's real life. So props for that. There, I gave her some more props. But the harmony in that song was really, really good.
I'm not Dylan Thomas. I'm not Patti Smith.
Really well done. And I talked about it last episode where it's a lost art. And I think it's not what sells her albums or her singles for that matter, but the harmony it was really good. And I thought, again, Violent Femmes, fuck you guys. Go listen to this. Learn some of this, and you guys will be way better. First of all, you can mask some shitty vocals with harmonization. You get 3 harmony tracks going together, you can mask some really shitty vocals. Like
Yeah.
David Lee Roth is not a good singer. Michael Anthony behind him, not a good singer. The two of them together harmonizing sounds pretty cool. Oh, Jamie's crying. Oh, sounds fantastic. It sounds great, baby. You know, but
This is gold, baby.
this is gold. Diamond Dave. We're gonna call you Diamond Dave, baby. Anyway, but I did get through the third song. I had to check the clock because I was getting fed up. I looked at the clock. There were like 40 seconds left and went, oh, fight through it. Oh, my God. And it was brutal, but I got through it. And then the song Down Bad, just fuck it over and over again.
Forgive, I can't have him.
Not like Reggie Dunlop either. Just
Fuck it.
over and over. It was like, okay, I get it. You're trying to sound like you're a regular person who says bad words and you're 6 feet tall and pretty, and I'm just not buying it. Like, I'm sure you've got your moments of rage, which is probably how you got where you are. Whatever. I'm speculating. So I got through that one, and then I got through So Long London.
Yeah.
That was pretty awful.
Yeah.
But I checked the clock, and in fact, I was looking it up here. So Long London, 4 minutes and 20 seconds. I looked at the clock. There's like 30 seconds left. And again, I went, oh, Saved by the Bell. Oh, you lucky ass. Okay, I'm going to make it through. And so I kept getting through. And I finally, before I go on, the song Florida, which she did, I'm looking at it again, sorry. Florence and the Machine. I don't know who that is, but they were on Taylor Swift's album. That's her talk about your big break, baby. Oh, we're going to make you a star, Florence. And the fucking machine over there.
Yeah.
You know, you and your machine there, Florence. But Florida, I almost did not get through that song because it was so shrill. Like it was Florida. It was just so awful. It didn't go well in the song, but I got through because it was so bad, I gave it like the MST3K effect. I was making fun of it so much that next thing I know, oh fuck, song's over. Oh, okay, well I guess I got through. Awful Florida with 3 exclamation points. Awful, terrible. So then after that, I about had it with the music because you're right, it is kind of monotonous with the same feel to every song. I do also want to give her some props. Probably the last props I have to give her. In that she actually is a pretty good writer. Like some of the words that she chose, they weren't like 10-cent words. They were.
No, I noticed that too, that she had some vocabulary in the music.
Yeah.
Like she was using big words.
Yeah. She writes her own music lyrically. She's smart. I'll give her that prop too. She's no dummy. She's super smart. And I thought that for her subject matter, which doesn't really speak to me, the writing that she had was actually pretty good. I was impressed with the lyric. And it wasn't just the words she used, it was the rhythm of the poetry, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a da 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 a da 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 a na 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 na. You know, it was. She would have a few extras in there, and it was a longer sentence. It was a longer line that would tie in with the next. It was. I thought that part was really. It was actually very clever, and very very good songwriting lyrically, and the way she planned out the rhythm of those songs, the cadence and all that. So I give her huge props for that. That's undeniable. I can't deny it. She's a better songwriter than I am. It was as far as I could probably write more interesting lyrics. That might vary in subject matter.
Well,
but I thought it was good.
The lyrics were, heartbreak. Like almost 90% of the time was about heartbreak. So that's just depressing. But it had like the Britney Spears pop tone to it, and like I said, this is packaged processed cheese that. Like, and that they don't really have to pay a big band except for whoever goes on tour with her. But I think that's more of like a singing and dancing spectacle. I have no idea. I don't dare look into that.
I dare you.
Watch an entire Taylor Swift concert. But,
I fucking dare you. Although I'm not buying you that fucking ticket.
but you Swifties heard it. Okay, don't kill Chili. You can kill Blasto. because I think she just sucks and her music sucks, and that was a horrible thing for me to do to myself.
Those
It
poor
was to,
zucchinis probably took it out on the zucchinis.
yeah, I shredded the shit out of them, but
Zucchini dust.
I got I got
I
delicious.
snorted it when I was done. It was
Yeah,
all powder. I snorted the zucchini.
I crushed it up with a bunch of peyote
Yeah.
and went on a
Zucchini hog rail. That's another.
yeah, it's zucchini hog rail for a spirit journey. But
After like, I think after 9 tracks, I got to the habit of I was looking at the next track title and I would read it and go, "Oh my god, he got to be!" And it was like, "Who's afraid of little old me?"
oh,
And I thought, "You've got to be fucking kidding me!" And then that song was really corny. And then, I can fix him. No, really, I can. Oh, shut up! Just stop it. And then the one that finally did me in, and I couldn't take it anymore, so it failed. I failed at the Taylor Swift full album challenge.
yay!
Sorry. I started listening to I Can Do It With a Broken Heart.
Oh,
And man, I got halfway through. I was like, okay, it's like I broke up with her right there on the spot. I don't care how pretty you are, I'm out. I couldn't get out of the room fast enough. And I forgot to mention, I even gave her like what we call a rain delay in our sports ball.
sports ball.
Yeah, I gave her a rain delay where I had like midway through like the, I don't know, But Daddy, I Love Him song. I had to stop and go do some, like, let the dogs out before they crapped on the rug or something like that. So she got like a 15-minute reprieve, rain delay, and I came back kind of refreshed with a new cup of coffee and whatever and sat down and listened to the rest. By the way, the song But Daddy, I Love Him, the longest song on the album, probably the best song on the album too.
I know he's crazy, but he's the one
I was shocked. I thought it was going to be Papa Don't Preach, all redone by Madonna,
Mhm.
but it was way more clever than that. It was a different message in it, which Swifties, you know already. Everyone else who doesn't care, don't worry about it. But that was like a surprisingly good song for how contrived I thought it was going to be, and it might only be because I had such low expectations going into the song when I read the title that I got through it. Oh, that's actually pretty clever. Good job. But yeah, I didn't get past I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. Oh.
Like I
My
said,
niece is going to kill me, by the way. She's going to kill me. She loves Taylor Swift.
well,
Sorry.
a lot of people do, and that's fine. You know, like it's like the Star Wars fans who really enjoyed the prequels. I'm not telling you that you're wrong, but I am.
Right.
So sorry, not sorry. It's one of those things where,
Not sorry.
yeah, like Taylor Swift is. I'm not telling Swifties that they're wrong. It's just that I absolutely despise what I heard, and there's no way in hell that I would go to one of her concerts, even if the ticket was free. I would absolutely turn this down because I don't like the atmosphere of it. I don't like the vibe of her songs, but I agree with you that she's a smart woman. And she's marketed herself so fucking well that she's one of the biggest things since Michael Jackson, to be honest. So that's major. Sure. That's major big time stuff there. I can't disagree that she knows how to write songs that relate to radio listeners.
Yeah. And it's really all about fitting your demographic. Like just like a Swiftie would never go to a Pantera show.
Oh, probably. No. Yeah, probably not.
Pantera guy wouldn't go to a Swift concert unless he's looking to meet chicks, and even then he'd only be like 13-year-old chicks probably.
Yeah,
or moms, which is not gonna work out either.
I'd rather go to a Luke Combs concert to be single than a Swift.
Oh, absolutely. So so you made it through Swift unbelievably. I can't believe you made it through. I'm shocked. And those poor zucchinis. I did not make it through.
That's the challenge, I had to stick myself somewhere to get as far as I could through the Taylor Swift, and it just turns out that these zucchinis were huge. I mean, they weren't like the kind that we would cut up and fry. We made zucchini bread out of it, which is like banana bread, only it's zucchini, and it's absolutely
Delicious.
fantastic. It is
I've
so
had
good.
it. It's quite delicious. Yeah.
So the labor was worth it, absolutely. But I think I went faster and faster, just like hoping that the music would stop, but it just didn't. So
Really, give me more zucchini. This album's only like 16 songs in. Oh my God, I'm not done yet.
yeah, and okay, then
Give me an eggplant. Give me whatever you got. Give me a pumpkin.
The initial one that I got was called the Tragic Dead Poets Society of the Fifth Floor Anthology.
Oh, yeah.
There's 31 fucking songs on it.
Yeah. You texted me. I was like, no. I don't need you hanging yourself today. Yeah. The wrong one. Yeah. I'm glad you, that would, there's no way you would have, there's no way.
No. No, about 20 in, and I'd just be like, I don't know. I'd probably go out and have a confrontation with the cops or something.
Yeah, on purpose. Yeah, it's pretty funny actually. A guy wearing a Mastodon shirt just got through a whole Taylor Swift album. That's fucking fantastic, right there.
But
it's funny. My son, his girlfriend, likes Taylor Swift, but I even talked to her briefly yesterday. Oh, Kitty, there he is.
Yep. There's one of the shit weasels.
Feline shit weasel.
Oh.
But so his girlfriend talked to me yesterday, and she goes, she likes Taylor Swift. She has all her stuff, and she goes, I only got through 5 songs on that album because I didn't like it. I'm like, oh wow! And she sent me a whole diatribe of why she didn't like it, and she's really smart. She made up a lot of good points. I won't go into them all now, but she's a brilliant girl, and she disliked it for different reasons, and figured that we would not like it because our age, we're musicians. We would recognize things in the music that her demographic doesn't give a shit about. They don't give a shit about the standard chord progression that is in every song. They don't give a shit about, like I said, the Coldplay effect. They don't give a shit about that. They want to hear the lyrics, and especially if it's a girl that hears her problems in Taylor Swift's lyrics, that's going to speak to that girl. Whereas it does not compute with us at all, like not at all. I was thinking about her voice. Last thing I'll say on Taylor Swift is she has a really good singing voice. Like I said, a downright sexy voice. Like I can't get around that. But she stays in tune. I don't think she needs auto-tune. She's very talented. I can't get past that. I cannot. That is the absolute truth. She's very talented. But when you look at historical female pop singers that have made it big, and you think of the big voices, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, who I despise Mariah Carey, don't even fucking think about it. Like Whitney Houston, Janis Joplin, Pat Benatar, Ann Wilson from Heart. There's so many like really good, powerful female singers, but they didn't necessarily have a sexy voice, and they weren't necessarily good songwriters. Like Whitney Houston, I don't know if she wrote any of her stuff, but Whitney Houston had probably the best voice in the history of pop music. Like her voice is out of this world. But I don't know that she wrote any of her songs. And Taylor Swift does not have that voice, but she has her writing style that fits a very significant demographic, apparently, toward, like you said, she's a billionaire. She's globally famous now. So, hey, it worked out.
Well, yeah, it's good for her. Good for her.
I guess.
That she's
good for her, bad for everybody else.
Yeah, it's fine, but it's not for me. I will never listen to another Taylor Swift album again unless she comes out and does black metal.
Yeah.
Then it will be the same thing. Out of morbid curiosity, I will be like, okay, all right.
I know that this is not black metal, but it made me think, with the recent passing of Ozzy, wouldn't it be great if Taylor Swift did like an Ozzy tribute album? If she did like 12 tracks of Ozzy and Black Sabbath's greatest hits? Like having her sing an Iron Man?
Yeah, I would listen to that too.
Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath would be a great one.
Bark at the Moon.
Bark at the Moon, yeah. Oh, God. Mr. Crowley would be great, except I don't know who's going to play the guitar on that for her. But
well, Zakk Wylde's still kicking.
Yeah, true. Oh, man. Could you imagine Zakk Wylde and Taylor Swift on the same stage together? Oh my God! I got to be a Hollywood agent. I got to make it happen, baby. He's superstar. Bro. Come on now. I love Zakk Wylde. Get him out there with the Taylor Swift and do the thing with the Black Sabbath and the Zakk Sabbath and the.
Oh, you cheap son of a bitch! Are you crazy? Those guys are retards.